Here's how I cut the parchment for my freeze dryer trays. I know this one fits, so I hold this on top of the parchment, pull it out to the cutter, then I just cut it off. Then fold it in half, the lengthwise. Get the edges to meet. There I have it folded in half, and I got the folded side toward me. Then I lay it in the freeze dryer tray and use my fingernails to crease the edge where I need to cut. So I need to shorten it just a little bit. I will cut along that crease. Then I will cut along this long crease. And now I have 2 more sheets for my freeze dryer trays. And I'm going to be freeze drying some more herbs today, so that's why I needed to cut some more parchment sheets for them. I'm also going to put some tomatoes for freeze drying tomatoes in the tray. And I do not use the parchment for the tomatoes. They go directly in the tray. In this pan of water, I wash my herbs. These are thyme that I'm doing right now. And if there's any dry things on the ends, I take that off. And you wouldn't think that plants that were growing in pots would get so dirty, but as you can see, there's a lot of little debris down in there. So I just rinse them off. Make sure there's no bugs on them or anything. And then next to me at the sink here, I have this strainer that I put them into. And after most of the water comes out in the strainer, then I take them and I lay them out on the towel. And after I get them all laid out, I'll put another towel on top of them and really squeeze out the moisture and let them dry. And then after they're fairly dry, I'll put them onto the freeze dryer tray after they're fairly dry. Then put a cover on it, and then stick it in my big freezer to pre-freeze before I freeze dry them. So I'm going to continue to wash my herbs and lay them out. And today what I picked was thyme. I also picked some sage. So I also have some sage and thyme going in soon. When I put them on the trays, I'll have a thin stem, but sometimes you get these really woody stems. I don't put that into the freeze dryer because I think that would make the freeze dryer run longer, because it'd take more to get any moisture out of the stem. So what I do is I just pull off the little stems and lay the little stems onto the freeze dryer tray. And if there's any leaves left on there, I just pull them off. But I don't put the real woody stems on there. Once this is freeze dried, I will grab a hold of it and just pull all the way down to just strip those dried leaves off those stems, because I don't put the stems in my jars. Today I am going to freeze dry some tomatoes, and what I do is I cut a little slit in the bottom of the tomato so that'll be easier to start the skinning. We have to blanch these just a little while so that we can peel the skins off. This is see the shape of it? It's kind of plum shape or something. This is a Amish paste tomato. And believe it or not, so is this one. This one's the biggest Amish paste tomato I've ever seen. And we just leave this in just for a little bit. And you can see that the skin's already trying to come off. And then we plunge it into cold water. So we just plunge it in the boiling water. That one's even so big it doesn't want to get underneath. I'll just have to turn it. And then after it cools off a little bit in the cold water, the skins just peel right off. You can see I can just peel the skins right off. I don't leave them in there too long because you don't want the tomatoes to be cooking. You just want to soften the skins to come off. And then after I do that, I take a knife and I chop the tomatoes. I chop the tomato. If there's a lot of seeds in it, I might poke them out. And then I just lay them on the freeze dryer tray. See, like these seed sacks, I'll just scoop that out and then chop the tomatoes and put them on the tray. Keep a lot of paper towels so you can sop up a lot of the juice. This is my big Amish one. So basically, that's all that's to it. You score the bottom, put them into the boiling water to loosen the skin, then plunge them into the cold water to cool them. Then you chop them. You chop them and put them on the freeze dryer tray. And then when I have the tray full, I will put the cover on and put it in the freezer to pre-freeze it until I'm ready to freeze dry them. And the skins and the cores I put in this pan, and then I take it out to the compost pile. I have a compost tumbler. So I'm going to continue to chop these and put these on a freeze dryer tray. But I wanted to tell you that you can use them after they're freeze dried. You can use these chopped like this in your chilies or soups or whatever. But if you want tomato sauce, you can powder the freeze dried tomato. You crush it down and powder it and add just a little bit of water to it to reconstitute it so it's thick. And then you can use it as tomato sauce. So that's why my daughter loves it when I freeze-dried tomatoes and share with her, because she likes that versatility of how to use the tomatoes. So I'll continue with what I'm doing here and put my tomatoes in the freezer to pre-freeze until I have enough trays filled to freeze-dry them. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I prepared my herbs and tomatoes for freeze drying. Please like and subscribe to get notifications of my future videos. Until next time, goodbye.